sustainable parameters which enhanced some of the airports, since you worked very closely with Bangalore Airport, and also you looked at how the sustainability initiatives implemented in those airports will enhance. Do you have a presentation?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got a presentation. Okay, over to you.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Good morning to all. Thanks, Chairman. I thought this sustainability is all number, so I thought I'll put a slide so that you will understand better. Fortunate for me to be part of the sustainability since Clinton visit to India. I was part of the Naidu panel to set up the sustainability framework for India. My journey is long since in some sense in the country. The airport, I'm with almost 78 airport right from Hyderabad, currently delivering Bangalore Airport, Noida Airport, Ahmedabad, etc. So I thought I'll pick up the Bangalore Airport, which is close proximity, one of the best airport in the globe, not only in India. So I'll try to put this stuff in 4 or 5 slides for you to understand. I'll skip this slide about company. We are the market leader in this country for sustainability, deliver more than 2,500 projects. These are the enablers in this country, not only for airport, any built environment. Several rating programs, standards and codes like IGBC, part of CII, USGBC brought in lead to India, Griha rating, EDGE certification, and we have ESG reporting. So several frameworks in this country which enable sustainability and implementation for most of the development in this country. And India stands number 3 in the globe for sustainability. And more soon it will become the current code India developed first time in the globe, Energy Conservation Sustainability Building Code, and for residential and commercial both, which has been given to all the states for implementation. I was part of the steering committee, and National Building Code has been upgraded. So sustainability is taking a center stage in this country, not only to build building more environment friendly, it's requirement to sustain operation profitably and compete in the global market. Bangalore Airport, very close to my heart since I have been with them for last 16 years. This Terminal 2, which you might have seen, one of the best airport globally, they got international award last 6 months back, which is also net zero energy. It's not just installing renewable energy on-site, outside, but this building is built beating all international norms by 20-25%. So that's the best part of this airport. I don't want to go through the number. This PPT can be forwarded, and not just by design, this by operation. So we took a journey for 1 year, monitored, and took the sustainability rating. These are some of the highlights. This is one of the world-class terminal building, 2.55 million square feet, which is highest rated globally by LEED and IGBC. And very interesting part which we delivered last 2 months back is eco-labeling. Eco-labeling is for facility management and to check the stability of operation, which is so critical. Give that kind of comfort, like a thermal, lighting, occupant feedback, food quality, what they serve, everything has been tested and got the highest rating globally, first airport in the globe to get the eco-labeling global. And some of the highlights are biophilic design. You might have seen almost 20,000 plants hanging inside with a complete automated irrigation. And we are currently working on the net zero energy and water, plus waste for the entire campus. There are 65 buildings, so we are doing the retrofitting with them. And we are in the verge of completing net zero energy, waste and water in next 1 year for the entire campus. Well-being is so critical. So every element, including the glare, has been tested. The people who are inside the terminal should not have a glare. So that much kind of work has been done. These are the numbers, 28% reduction in energy. That's a huge. You can electrify almost 4 or 5 villages from the saving power. Almost 14 megawatt solar, 100% energy met through on-site, off-site, 60% reduction in potable water. We have a target of another 10% coming year, and huge rainwater harvesting. In fact, when they purchase a land of 120, 125 feet, water table currently is 35, 40 feet. 90% products are recycled or recyclable, and on-site organic waste, all the waste from 65 building converted into organic biogas and given to the buildings. And future, another 2.5 million coming up. We are working on how to make it even better. This is a benchmark globally. In fact, USGBC, IGBC taken this input to develop the rating program. But the new building, we just started about 4 or 5 months back. We want to make it carbon neutral. Even Noida Airport is going to be a carbon neutral, but this airport, we are going little aggressively. How do we do better compared to Terminal 2? And that's the journey we are taking. Basically, the underlying message is the space meant for occupant. It should be a healing kind of environment for people coming in. So even Terminal 2, I go 1 hour early. Always when I go to the terminal, go around and see what is wrong, then I report to them. Even today I am doing it. The new airport will have a different features, and we already started working on carbon neutral. With that, I will conclude. We will take a question later. Thank you.
Thank you, Selvaraju. I think one key message is the passenger well-being you mentioned in your slide. So that is the key. I think the sustainability achievements moving towards that. Next, we will move on to Shyam Mohan, an aviation expert. So he's got a presentation. So share some thoughts on how an existing airport can be really uplift, or what are those initiatives we need to provide to make it change maker in terms of an airport ecosystem.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning. It's a great opportunity for me to come and present my ideas here. I'll first introduce with what is Coimbatore Next. It's an initiative by CII which brings in all the organizations in Coimbatore together under one platform so that we can represent Coimbatore in one voice. The first important task we've taken up is aviation, and we have the Aviation Task Force. The first project in that was to bring the interim expansion of Coimbatore Airport, which we designed in-house in Coimbatore Next and gave it to AAI, and they have approved it, and our Devaraj uncle and URC are the contractors to fulfill the expansion. I'll go into some of the aspects of aviation in Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore and Chennai. Many of the panelists here have already gone into why aviation is the catalyst for growth, so I'll skip this part. So this is the infrastructure, it's an overall view of airport infrastructure in Tamil Nadu. So you can see Chennai, Coimbatore, Trichy, Madurai, Thoothukudi and Salem. Of the lot, Chennai is the most concerning because every other airport has the land requirement to expand and fulfill our 2047 Viksit Bharat requirements. The current airport has a capacity of 30 million passengers per annum, and with the planned midfield terminal, it can be increased to 55 million in Chennai. But the government of India has estimated a requirement of 103 million by 2047. The aviation ecosystem. In Tamil Nadu, we have a flight training organization in Salem and new ones planned at Thoothukudi and Kovilpatti. We have opportunities here. So FTOs only create the initial skills, but to get the pilots flying an airliner, it has to be at a type rating academy, which India does not have. The first one is coming up at Varanasi. We have opportunities setting up in Tamil Nadu. Airline base, engineering base is only in Chennai. Coimbatore and Chennai has the supply chain and talent pool to grow this ecosystem, and a flight crew base is only available in Chennai. Impact of aviation economy, as everyone said, connectivity is better. Better connectivity is better for business. Aviation grows at the rate of 1.6 times the economic growth, and for every aircraft that is going to be based in Tamil Nadu, stationed in Tamil Nadu, 100 direct jobs and 1,000 indirect jobs are going to be created. And growth of aviation will boost every industry. I want to get into one technical aspect which I call the peak hour problem. In common parlance and in the media, we talk about million passengers per annum as the capacity. But an airport is only designed for the peak hour. And if this 1 hour a day we reach the capacity, the whole airport's capacity is exhausted. And the annual capacity changes with the number of increase in peak hours. And peak hours can be maximum half a day. Rest of it has to be at 50%. Only then we can have our maintenance done, we can have a clean toilets, food be stocked, and also the energy slack with the people working in the airport will have. This peak hour is considered as throughput, car parking to gate and runway capacity. The current airport in Chennai has a peak hour movement of 26 flights at peak hour, which is 13 departures and 13 arrivals. That is only 2 hours a day, but the rest of the day is half of this. But the rated capacity is 35 movements and the maximum capacity of this airport is 60 movements per hour. But that 60 movements per hour will be absorbed by the midfield terminal which is planned. Even with the existing expansion going on and the new planned midfield terminal, 10 years from now in 2036-37, the capacity will be exhausted, which necessitates a new airport to be operational by 2035. So what does the second airport need? We need 2 runways with 400 meters length each, with a peak hour capacity of 30,000 passengers. 20,000 will be domestic and 10,000 will be international. And of course, the annual capacity ranging 100 million. Bangalore is striving to be that, and Navi Mumbai is planned to be 100 million, same with Hyderabad. We need a comprehensive integration. I'll take a few more minutes, though the time is over. The comprehensive integration of the ecosystem is required. Like many people here said on stage, we can use this as an opportunity to decongest Chennai city. The Aero City development, especially to hold big conventions and conferences, we can have people land at the airport, go to the convention, stay at the hotel at the airport, the convention center in the airport, Aerotropolis, and leave. People who want to explore the city can come in, but that's not going to create a lot of load on the existing and planned facilities for everyday people. There are some policy alignments that we need from the government of Tamil Nadu. Currently, for aviation turbine fuel, Tamil Nadu is the highest with 29% VAT. This has to be reduced. Our neighboring states have significantly less VAT. Andhra Pradesh is 1%. Kerala is 1% for domestic carriers and 5% for international carriers. Karnataka is at 18%. We are at highest 29%. I think we should take the Kerala model and give a premium tax reduction for our domestic carriers so that hubs can be created. For an additional support for tier 2 cities, up to 7 million passengers per annum. This is something that already existed, which we need to reinstate, which is this 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., 1% VAT. This existed during the 2018 to 21 period. Also, for international connectivity, the government of Tamil Nadu should recommend and promote to the government of India to include Trichy, Coimbatore, Madurai as point of call for major hub destinations. With more Indian and foreign hubs, we can have a fair market and passengers will have options and the fastest connectivity to anywhere in the world. Thank you.
Thanks, Shyam. I think you highlighted 2 key important points. One, out of the 6 airports in Tamil Nadu, Chennai is one where we don't have land for expansion. So that really calls for a new second airport. Land is a challenge, and we need to look at newer ideas. We need to look at some great airports being implemented, coming from the out-of-the-box thinking. So with that context, I'm moving on to Mr. Mohan. Your thoughts on how this airport can be looked at. By 2035, the existing airport is exhausted, right? So by 2037, we need a new airport. For that, we need to start from now. So what are your ideas along these lines, Mohan?
Thank you, Chairman. I'm not an aviation expert, but I take a flight once a week. So that makes me a good experience. A bad experience comes from my flights. All of you will agree, the minute you land from international journey into Chennai airport, you know the harrowing experience you have, right from immigration. Now it's better. Collection of baggage. It's people traveling from far away from US, coming with children. It's a harrowing experience. So this is something we talked about, airport experiences. So our airports has been like this for a long time. Adding more terminals is not going to change the basic understanding of comfort of the travelers. So if you look at Chennai airport, it's very unique. If you look at Chennai, the expansion can happen only westward. My grandfather built the first airport, which is the Meenambakam airport, during the war times. And at that time, it was so far off, he never used to take us in his car as school kids. The airport is now functioning as a standby terminal for parking and parking of all the cargo planes. It's still there. We have come a long way from those days when it served that airport served there was only one runway, and that airport served the beginning of the aviation industry in India and the Air Force, of course. Now Air Force already have their own station, one here and one in Arkonam, which is suffice for them. So what do we do for land? If you look at other airports who don't have land, other countries who don't have land, but built airports, Kansai Airport in Tokyo, Singapore Airport, Dubai, of course they have a lot of land, but I'm coming to the point of they build the airports in the sea. It's the reclaimed soil, reclaimed sea, which is functioning of airport in most of these modern cities. When you fly into these cities, you will find that you are almost on the sea till touchdown. And touchdown, the runway is actually in the sea. Amsterdam, Schiphol Airport. So there are many examples of this. So why you look at the land? And you know, land acquisition is a huge problem in India. That delays the construction of every airport. We have stalwarts, Mr. Satish here from L&T. They will take that challenge. We can build the airport in the sea. Our international maritime border, we have at least 10 kilometers. So why not? This is my revolutionary idea. We have a huge, need not be exactly opposite the Chennai port, it can be a little bit further down. We have we have a long coast. So why not we think about it? Mumbai is already building a container port off the coast. Its construction has started. So why can't we think of it, is my proposition. From the engineering industry, from the construction industry, we are ready to take the challenge. If Satish can say good, we can do it, provided we go through the red tape and the protocol. We are capable of building airports in the sea. And this is not, we're not going to take anybody's land, and we can build the multimodal connectivity from that airport. If any of you have traveled to Frankfurt, even 25 years back, you will find that the lowest level in the airport is the Deutsche Bahn, the railways. The next level is the passenger, where you can go to the bus terminals and the taxis. And the next one is the normal passenger terminal. There are 4 levels. So when was this built? More than 25 years ago. So you have to start from a totally new concept. If you're going to build a metro line or a railway line underneath an airport, you can't do it after the airport is built. So what we need is a holistic thinking, and I think we are mature enough. The professionals here, I'm a civil engineer, the construction community, we have the maturity and the knowledge to do this. What is lagging, I don't know. We must take this white paper from CII, these new ideas to the government. That's all I have. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Mohan. So when it comes to the second airport or the Greenfield airport, I think we need to think differently, and Mr. Mohan highlighted some of the ideas which could be looked at. While I think we are in a crossroad. One is definitely we need to plan for a new Greenfield airport. Number two is we need to really strengthen the existing airport. So my question to all the panel members, anyone can jump in. While the Greenfield airport will take some time, as Shyam was mentioning, by 2037. So what are the key initiatives we can really adopt, or one immediate operational or user experience fix we can do with the current airport for the next, because it has to sustain for the next 15 to 20 years. It could be the user experience, some of the ideas which came in. It could be luggage handling system. It could also be like, the parking management. Today, it takes a lot of time to come out to the airport and take a cab. So anyone can jump in. Julian, you want to go first?
No, I think the most important thing is going home. So when you arrive at the airport, how easy is it to reach the metro, or how easy is it to get the cab, and then how easy is it for you to reach home? I think that's simple experience. If you're able to codify, I think it'll be really helpful. And on a lighter note, I think all of us have traveled across the world, or all the domestic airports. We can flex on our experiences, but I think Chairman has the best flex of my grandfather built the airport. I don't think anybody can flex like that, so hats off.
So anyone?
Now again, I'll compare with the Bengaluru and Chennai. In Bengaluru, I said I'll go 1 hour early. Here, I like to go on time to catch a flight. It should welcome people, and indoors should be very, very conducive and environmental friendly for people to, enjoy the indoor environment, be it quality of air, quality of water, food, what available, circulation space. Nothing is there in Bangalore airport. People doesn't enjoy inside. I think that's what should welcome people to enjoy the airport inside. That's what the elevation has to happen with respect to indoor environment. That's my feeling, comparing to the Bangalore and Chennai.
Yeah, I know one Orrin Thatcher from, he's an Israeli guy from Hong Kong. He designs airports and whatnot. So what they do is, from the time you get out of a metro or a train or whatever, they have section by section analysis of what is the, sometimes there's a pillar, so people have to go around it. So they say, okay, pillar has to be moved. We all know that, I can see that among us, all the theory has been discussed. The problem is, how do we implement? What I would suggest is, my worry is that now we talk about new airport, we're going to let this go down the drains because we're waiting for this new airport to happen. I would suggest either CII, government, or somebody should take a bunch of experts who understand how, like you said, operations inside the airport, for example. The other thing is very simple. A simple company who does airports around the world, a Bangalore airport, for example, can analyze the various ways of getting home. Like somebody pointed out, getting home, I want to get home. When I go in an auto, I take an auto, I am dropped on the highway. Me and the stray dogs actually walk together to the airport. I'm a paying customer. I didn't get a free ticket or charity or something. So it's amazing, after 20 years of airport functioning, it's still a mess. So I think we need to act now. More than the theory of airport, we need to say, okay, these are the end things to be done. One positive news is that Corporation of Chennai is actually taking up from airport to Kathipara and completely revamping that road. Very simple stuff, nothing fancy. It's going to be walkable, garden, painting. So the person who comes to the airport, when you get out, you feel welcome, throughout till Kathipara at least, and that can be replicated. The issue is, there are multiple agencies. Airport is a railway, somebody, and so on. I think CII and Kumta and others may need to step in and say, okay, these are the 10 things we can do to make life easy. I'm not even talking about how the cargo goes and all that. That's another subject, but that also should be looked at. So let's not wait for a 10-year away new airport. Let's do something about the current airport so that it can be redesigned. I mean, we are not saying the whole building has to be demolished or something. Just a re-engineering of the space around it can make a huge difference in the experience when you come to Chennai or go away from Chennai.
Yeah, thanks, Raj. I think we are going for a hard stop because the chief guest is on the way. Thanks, patient listening to all of you, because we need to have a tea break followed by our chief guest address. So thank you, everyone. And the key takeaways of this particular panel will be compiled, and we will also be presenting to the respective government authorities. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you to the moderator and the panelists for the insightful sessions. As a token of appreciation, may I request Mr. Mohan Ramanathan to kindly present the memento to our moderator. To Mr. Raj Cherubal. To Mr. Julian Francis. To Mr. A.J. Balaji. To Mr. Selvarasu. And to Mr. Shyam Mohan Prabhu. May I now request our chairman, Mr. C. Devarajan, CIR Tamil Nadu, to please hand over the memento to Mr. Mohan Ramanathan. Thank you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, with this we end the first session, and we will have a very short networking break of 10 minutes, and we would reassemble here in this hall at 11:10. The next session, which is going to be a special plenary with the chief guest, will start by 11:10. So please kindly assemble back within 10 minutes. Thank you.
Across every dream that dares to become tomorrow. With one vision, to serve, to dream, to empower. Standing beside every beginning, growing with every ambition, never leaving anyone behind. That's SBI. For over 220 years, the institutions that today form the SBI Group have stood alongside the aspirations of millions